Welcome to your weekly look at West Georgia Wolves men's basketball on the Coach Dave Moore Show. And hello again, everybody. Welcome into the Coach Dave Moore Show with the head basketball coach of the University of West Georgia, Dave Moore, as we're early in the season and getting ready for the home opener. Benedict coming in as they're going to be in the Coliseum coming up in an evening matchup on Saturday. And Coach Moore, it's going to be good finally to play a home game. You've been a traveling basketball team so far this season.
Yeah, finally. The guys are excited about playing Benedict at home, and it's a good opportunity for us for the first time in the Coliseum. And they're excited. It's been a long couple weeks on the road, and we're excited about being at home.
Well, you've had an interesting run so far. Exhibition game against Georgia, a couple of quality Division II opponents in the tournament in Tennessee last week, and one of the really good teams, top 10 teams in the country, up in North Carolina the other night against Queens. It's been a challenge so far for your basketball team.
Yeah, challenging early schedule on the road. 2 neutral site games, and then on the road at Queens in a good environment and a tough game against a talented team. But I think we're growing. We're 1-2. We certainly would like to be better than that. We certainly had a chance to win that second game up at Lee against Emory-Riddle and didn't make our foul shots in the second half. And then to have the injury to Carlos at Queens in the second half. We were right there, had the lead with 16 minutes to go in the game against a top 10 team in the country. So we're improving from where we've gone, since the exhibition at Georgia. We're getting better, and that's encouraging for me.
As we were talking before we began taping the show, the injury to Carlos, you're losing a really good basketball player, but when it happened, it had some residual effect on the basketball team, didn't it?
Yeah, it emotionally affected the guys, especially the seniors, that they knew, what it was and, what that meant for the rest of the season. And, we'll make adjustments and be fine. But, Carlos was a leader on our team and a big piece of what we're doing. And it was an emotional time for the group.
Coach, what's been good about what you've seen out of the guys so far in 3 ball games? In the exhibition, throw that in as well. What do you like about this basketball team?
Well, we're playing hard. And that was the first step in terms of what we're trying to do here. And, the guys are really competing hard. We're playing hard. We're not executing as well as I hope, but it's early in the season, second week in the season, and there's going to be some ups and downs with execution. We've got to take care of the ball better. That was one of our shortcomings the other night at Queens. 22 turnovers on the road against a good team is not going to get it done. And we talk to the guys all the time about defending, rebounding, taking care of the ball, making foul shots. That's the winning formula, and we've got to stick with that and continue to pound that home.
Well, you got the Benedict Ball Club coming in, a SIAC team. They did not play badly in a couple of games against Florida schools. They won an exhibition earlier this week against their across-the-street neighbor. And I understand that's blood when they play Allen, whether it counts in the standings or not. Yeah. What are you looking at against Benedict?
Well, it's kind of a different preparation. They're a smaller team, a lot of guards. They'll play 4-guard lineup. Their 5-man's not necessarily a traditional post player center type, so they're quick. They can space the floor. They're good off the dribble. They got a few guys that can really shoot the ball from the perimeter. So it's we went against Queens. It was more of a traditional 2 forwards, 3 guards type of setup, and with these guys it's going to be more 4 guards at sometimes 5 guards out on the floor. So we've got to do a good job of keeping the ball out of the lane and guarding the 3-point line and not allowing their quickness to get to us.
You hear people like that when they play 4 guards, sometimes 5, that, well, how do they match up? Well, sometimes it causes you a matchup headache as well. It's kind of like a chess match, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And their quickness up and down the floor, we've got to account for that. And we've got to build our defense around the lane so they're not getting the ball in the lane and now kicking out for wide open shots. And that's we've got to eliminate the easy basket opportunities for them off the dribble. And, we're going to do some things to keep the ball out of the lane, and hopefully we can accomplish that and contest shots and limit them to 1 shot is a big key.
Well, Coach, since you came here back in the spring, you've talked several times about wanting to make this a home court advantage and make the Coliseum ours, it's a chance to get that started here in the Benedict game.
Yeah, it is, and our guys are excited about the opportunity, and we need to play well. In order to get people excited about what's going on in the Coliseum, we have to play well, and our guys they'll be ready to play, and we're going to play an exciting brand. We're going to play up and down. We're going to go fast. We're going to play with passion and pride, and take it at people. And that's who we want to be on the road and at home. But I think it's important at home to really establish that we're going to be a team that's going to play really, really hard and be hard to beat in the Coliseum.
Well, fans, we'd love to have you at the Coliseum as Benedict comes in out of Columbia, South Carolina. 5:30 tip Saturday in the Coliseum. And, of course, we go on the road next week to North Georgia. But we're looking forward to this home game against Benedict. If you're at Rayland Field for the NCAA football playoff game, after a Wolves win, go get you a burger and a cold drink and come on out and cheer the Wolves basketball team on as well. We'd love to have you at both games coming up and cheer on the Wolves when we tip it off in the Coliseum, 5:30 Saturday afternoon against Benedict out of the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. That's a region opponent as we get into it this weekend. For Coach Dave Moore, I'm Mitch Gray. Thanks for joining us on the Coach Dave Moore Show.